So one thing I forgot to do in the last video was just update my evaluation for the thumbnail. So I've just done a really quick version of this, just stating that I created 2 thumbnails, that I chose activities that were listed in the info file. That's because they were appropriate, and then I'm just going to finally add, I amended the size of the images using fireworks so that they would only be 150 pixel width and saved. Checking they were under 350 kilobits to meet requirements. And again we save the evaluation. I'm now ready to move on to my other requirements, and I get to map of the park. So I minimise that for a second. We're going to be in fireworks and we're going to open up our map of the park. So if we look for map of the park, there's our map. Right, now this time, if we read the exam here, it says on the home page, edited to draw attention to some of the locations. So we need an edited version of this map. So there's a couple of things I want to do first. Firstly, I'm going to go and check the map is actually under 350 kilobits, which it is. Secondly, because I'm editing it but I still want the original, I'm going to do save as before I do anything else and just pop that into my own assets folder. And I'm just going to add at the front my, so I can see it's my edited one. And then I can see I'm working on an edited version of the map. So if we go back to the exam, it says on the home page, edited to draw attention to some of the locations and or activities featured in the microsite. So here's our locations and our activities. So we want to edit it to make sure it draws some attention. So I might have a block arrow here that I'm going to draw attention to the nature trail. So I'm just going to drag this over here, use my different tools to rotate things, drag it up here, check that we're happy with how things are looking, can move things around if they're not quite right. So there's my nature trail with an arrow pointing directly to it. I might want to put a little either square or circle, so if I change my arrow I'm going to put a little square here, and I'm going to have outline of green. Oops. So I'm going to have the outline of green and a no fill, and I'm just going to draw that around here. I might make that a little bit bigger, not too big, and then I might do that again for one other thing. So I'm just going to copy that square, and this time I'm going to do it around the cycle hire, and I'm just going to resize that square. Just go around the cycle hire, and again we'll just copy that arrow, I'll drag the new arrow here, and I'm going to rotate it so it's going to the side. It's just a little bit of editing. Might resize it a little bit more, make that arrow a little bit smaller, check its location, and then I'm possibly just going to crop this a little bit more so it's only really got those in. And I might just add a filter on that to bevel it. And again, you can just have a play around with these filters. Don't waste too long though, remember your exam is only 2.5 hours. There we go, just makes it look a little bit nicer. So I can save that. Let's just save it as a PNG. I can go into my folder and I can just check that it's still under 350, so it's a little bit more than 350 there. So we'll delete that one. And we'll just modify this one with our image size and try and make it 300. save, and let's go back into the folder, and we can see it's now under 300, so it's ready to use. So if we go back to the exam and do a final check, so the map of the park should be on the home page. So in Dreamweaver we go on to the home page, which is here. We insert that map of the park, so insert image. Remember, this one's in our own assets. My map here. We press OK. We give it an alternative text of map. We press OK. Just check the other requirements of the exam. So it's edited to draw attention. Activities, that's fine. So what I'm finally going to do is just link that to open up the original, which we'd already checked was under 300 kilobits. So we just go to the map here, press OK to put the link in, then we update our evaluation, and that part's done. We can save that page, and you're ready to move on to the next video.